We all went through one form of discomfort or the other, but we want to say thank you for bearing with us now that the phase one of the job has been delivered.
A huge sigh of relief for the thousands of Nigerians who ply the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. For months, commuters witnessed immense anguish trying to get to their destinations through this ever-busy highway. Some ending up losing precious man-hours and missing important appointments, and others falling victims of traffic robbery. Perhaps the suffering that motorists were subjected to while the reconstruction of the highway, especially in the Kara axis, would have been reduced if the authorities had made this underpass an alternative route, particularly for motorists willing to make a U-turn. A cursory look at recent events on the expressway have cast a long shadow on the country's infrastructure drive and left many grappling with questions about our maintenance culture. For example, at the Otedola axis of the road, accidents such as this, which happen quite often, leave cracks on the bridge. Vandalizing and selling off bridge railings and crash barriers is also a hobby to some citizens. At Kara Isheri, what typically identifies the market, also known as Oluwanishola Market for many, is the Kara Bridge, which was constructed by the Murtala Muhammad-led military administration but commissioned by General Olusegun Obasanjo in 1978. The market is surrounded by the Ogun River, which is now a dumping site for residents of the area, and the river appears contaminated. We drive under the bridge and we're received by officials from the market. But to embark on this journey, we are properly kitted with boats we have just rented. This cattle market is arguably the most popular in southwestern Nigeria. Alhaji Hamza Saidu is the financial secretary of the market. He takes us around the market and decries the deplorable state of the roads, especially during rainy season. He's also critical of the Ogun State government over the burden of heavy taxation with little or nothing to show as basic amenities.
But there is no help. I have never seen it. We are looking for it from the government. If the government can come to our aid, at least we'll be very happy. And this our business will be more than the way we are now. Look at the cows everywhere. Look at the people everywhere. They came to transact their business. Some of them, they will not even come whenever the rain started. They will run away. Why? Because the place is not well tied well.
At the tarmac, a place where cows are kept, waiting for buyers, Alhaji Hamza says the poor state of things is affecting business. But beyond the livestock, some dwellers have turned the filthy underbridge into their homes as shanties and squatter communities. There is no drainage system, modern toilet facilities, and pipe-borne water. The roads are terrible, full of mud and in a messy condition. And beside the pillars by the river, it's a laundry day for these squatters. We are under the Kara Bridge, and some of these squatters live here, work here, sleep here, and despite the filth and stench, some others eat here. But they want the government at all levels to urgently come to their aid. We visit the palace of the Olofin of Isheri. It reveals efforts made and re-echoes the call for the construction of an underpass and pedestrian bridge in the axis.
The underpass for Kara is a very major and critical infrastructure which I believe the government has taken into cognizance, because I sent a letter to the Ministry of Works when the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway started recently under the last administration. I sent a letter to them, and I sent to Julius Berger, of which Julius Berger actually came and responded. And we had this discussion, and they told me it's actually part of their design that there was going to be an underpass for Okara, and they were looking forward to completing the carriageway and coming back to it. But with the look of things, they've finished this phase of the express and they've moved on. But there's a whole lot of residents on this side of the express, and everybody wants to go into Lagos for their daily activities, so they have to cross the express, which is very bad for them. On an average, weekly, we record some loss of life along this part of the express.
The current state of the maintenance on the expressway, the deplorable state of the market and underpass, perhaps demands government's urgent attention. But will the government respond? Kelly Egiga, Channels Television News.